All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. See what we have got going on today. All right. Oh, cool. Got a couple of new Twitter followers. That's great. I can leave those messages for now. I'll be. It's been 2 years since I actually started Team Badman. Wow. Man, I didn't even realize it'd been that long already. I guess just so much has been going on that I kind of forgot. Well, what's going on, YouTube people? Eric here, and yes, I'm actually here with Team Badman. First time in, I don't know, 6 months? Something like that? 5, 6 months? Yeah, so it's been a little while. So, hi. Nice to see you. Hope everything's going well. Stuff like that. So yeah, as I just said, it's been 2 years since I started this channel, since I started Team Badman, and I started with one original intention in mind, and it was just sharing out the enjoyment and the excitement that we had here for the Dragon Ball Z card game, and I guess for Dragon Ball Z in general. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that Dragon Ball Z was the first real anime I found any interest in. It's what was essentially my gateway into this different kind of animation style, this fantasy, this futuristic, this something different. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a big part of my life in some way. So when I knew the card game was originally coming back 3 years ago, it's like, you know what? I'm in. Let's do it. Let's have ourselves some fun. And that's basically where Badman came from. I have enjoyed every minute of it, but I feel like I owe you, the viewer, an explanation. I owe you an explanation as to why I stopped producing content for Team Badman, and that's part of what I'm going to do in this video. So yeah, it's been 2 years of Team Badman, and I've got a few things I want to run down. It's not really an update video. It's not really a we're coming back kind of video. It's more of an I'm setting the record straight video and letting you guys know about as much as I possibly can in a short window of time. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna get all that squared away for you guys right now. Why did we stop producing content here? Well, I guess on base level you could say the game died. So yeah, there was a little less incentive to create content. But to me, it was kind of deep-seated. It kind of hurt. Yeah, it wasn't this out of nowhere kind of idea. There'd been rumblings, for a month and a half, however long it had been. There were people in the know who were already very much so aware the game was ending, and they were smart and sold off all their things before the game actually wound up dying. But to me, I think what hurt the most is the game ended on my birthday this year. The game ended on my 25th birthday. I'm like, oh man, this is supposed to be great. I'm going to be getting money on a regular basis every month. There's, excitement about a new set. Sure, people are bitching about Goku, but that's nothing new here. But instead, get a Friday notice saying, we're not renewing the license. And that hurt. That actually hurt me. And it's weird. It's weird because at the same time as I was upset over all of this, that I felt let down, that something I had put, 2 years of time and effort and a lot of money into was just now gone. It also inspired me on the other end to just build, design, come up with ideas. And I spent about a good month of time doing so. Because at the time I didn't have a job, so I didn't have too much else that I was really doing besides hunting for jobs. So I came up with idea after idea after idea, and it felt like a very personal thing to me. So I didn't want to share anything out. especially with the game being dead, I felt like it'd be kind of a moot point. And yes, shortly after, the devs got together, said, hey, we're going to continue the game. FanZ is going to be reality. But I didn't have the motivation to do that. I was out of the idea of card games entirely, and it reflected in us. Plus, on top of that, I had just started my newest channel, Agent Orange Shoes, and I wanted to devote as much effort as I possibly could into working on that with the time that I had. And some things just had to go. So all of us here at Team Badman, myself, Alex, Jonathan, Sterling, every one of us, we all just took a break from the game for a while. We stepped away, we packed up our cards, we put them over in a corner of the room, and we all started working on all of our own things. And that's basically just where it went. It wasn't really a conscious decision. It wasn't really a decision to slight the community or slight the game. It just was. And I mean, that was kind of not fair to you guys. But I just wasn't inspired to do it. And if I'm not inspired, honestly, I'm just not going to produce content. I'm sorry about that. But that's how it should be for any YouTube content creator, in all honesty. A couple of months ago, though, I did put out a video here on the channel for you guys saying, hey, you should go check out my other channel, Agent Orange Shoes, because that's what I'm working on. I'm enjoying this a lot. I think some of you guys might like it. And, I just want to get that out there to you guys. You guys lambasted the video. You guys tore it apart. And honestly, I got some laughs out of that. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Appreciate you guys, give me some laughs. Those of you guys who actually did come over, I appreciate you guys doing so. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Those of you guys who didn't, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm not going to force you to support the content here, support the content there, support any kind of content anywhere if you guys don't want to. This is just my opportunity to share what I'm doing with you guys. Some of you guys took part in it, some of you guys didn't. That's fine. I did get some laughs out of it though, so I really, really appreciate you guys for that. But that's kind of just why we stopped. Other things took priority, kept yourselves busy with a lot of other stuff. And, I'm going to get into that a little bit more in just a couple of minutes here, but I wasn't feeling it. And so I haven't been producing content for Badman. It's just been sitting here. And I'm sorry. I'm just not into it. And I haven't produced anything as a result. So I at least owe you guys that much of an explanation. But there is a lot that we do have going on over here right now that I did want to fill you guys in on. So we still do play cards here in Indianapolis. We don't play it anywhere near as much as we used to because other people moved on to other things. A couple of our guys have gotten into Star Wars Destiny and they're playing that. Alex got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Just recently. He's really been working on that. I, of course, had Agent Orange Shoes going on. On top of that, just so much other stuff. But we are still playing cards. We do meet up every so often, and we are, just testing out, constantly playing stuff. And honestly, we don't really care all too much about restrictions and about, a lot of more kind of particular rulings, things like that. And in all honesty, and I know some people aren't going to like this, but here, at least me personally, and some of the others of us here, we're just not fans of FanZ. We're really not. And I don't like to adhere to those limitations. I have looked at the FanZ cards, don't get me wrong, but I'm not into them. I don't like them. I feel there's a lot that's still unexplored with the game, and there's just a weird kind of sense of design focus with it, and it's not my thing. It might definitely be for others. That's totally cool, but it's not our thing. So what I've been doing here, and I've been doing this since the game died. When I said that I was working on, just a bunch of stuff, I was working on deck ideas, yes. But I've also been working with my buddies here, and we've been developing our own sets. Just get together and play and have some fun with. And we're just exploring ideas that haven't really been touched on yet in the game. Older MPs and older IDs that hadn't been touched on. So you've got the Cybermen, you've got Zarbon Dodoria, you finally got those Nail and Raditz allies that you've been looking for. Archetypes, ideas like Perceptive and Tag Team. Just a lot of stuff that really hasn't been explored yet in the game and hadn't been explored by Panini. We've just been working on here for our own fun, developing and really exploring it. And honestly, I might do something with that in the future. I might show you guys what we're working on just for giggles, something different, something not focused on what you see in retro or what you see at competitive events, something that we're just doing and want to share with you guys for fun. It's what we like to do. It's how we enjoy ourselves with the game. And I'm having a ton of fun designing these and getting feedback from my buddies here and just trying them out and seeing what works and what doesn't work. It's been a lot of fun, and that's what we're continuing to do here. I've got, I don't even know, I've got, I think, 3 complete sets done, 2 subsets that are done. I've got MPs that have been remade every which way. I've got 5 other sets that are half finished. As you can tell, I spent a lot of time on this when I didn't have a job and when the game died. If I didn't care about this game, I wouldn't have put in that much time. So I really do enjoy this, and I'd love to share it sometime with you guys, but we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what the interest is like for that. But as it is right now, I don't really have the time to devote to 2 channels on a truly consistent basis. And that's a lot with me that's personally going on. We meet up here to play maybe twice a month, something like that. Maybe at the most, maybe once every week and a half. It's just how all of our schedules work now. And on top of that, I've got a lot of personal stuff I'm going through. My girlfriend and I are currently hunting for a house because I'm moving out of my apartment complex next month. I'm working extremely hard on Agent Orange Shoes right now. That's been my huge focus, because think about it. As of today, it's been 2 years of Team Badman, and Team Badman is a niche channel with less than 600 subscribers. In 6 months of doing Agent Orange Shoes, I had broken my first 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just shy of 1,200 right now. And this is in less than a year. Which one do you think I'm really going to focus on more? So, I've got just a ton that's going on with me. And eventually, when I have a little room and I've got a little bit of breather time and space, I will revisit Team Badman. Will we be coming back at a point? Yes, we will be coming back. At least that, on a basic level, the answer to the question, will Team Badman be coming back, is yes. On a more specific level, I don't know when it will be. I don't know what it will be. I don't know how often it will update. But at some point, we'll probably be coming back. And since I know some of you guys have been asking, I've gotten some personal messages myself asking about it. I've been asking about the Dragon Ball Super card game, or Metacross, or Final Fantasy, all these other card games. Are you guys going to be getting into that? Are you guys going to be playing the content? Are you guys going to be going over deck ideas and, spoilers and all these kinds of content? The short answer is most likely not. And I know that's kind of disappointing, because there's a lot of content to cover around there, and there's a lot of great stuff. But as it is right now, I simply can't afford it. I'm busting my ass right now to make sure that my credit is good enough so that way I can afford a house. And on top of that, I've got other responsibilities that I need to take care of. I need to try and balance my money very, very carefully here, especially if I'm going to afford a down payment on a mortgage. That's not cheap. That is not cheap at all. And it makes it really hard to get into a card game, especially one that has the potential to be as short-lived as the Panini Dragon Ball Z game was. That's not to slight any of these games. Honestly, if I were going to get back into any card game, I'd go with something well more established. I'd probably go with something like the Pokemon trading card game, because that's just been around forever, and that's just always popular. I don't want to take the chances with something that could work, or could fall apart, or might last X number of years. If I'm actually going to get into a game and I'm going to invest that much money, I want something that's got staying power to it. And it's not that there isn't potential in them, but right now, I don't see it in the Supercard game. I don't see it in Metacross. I don't see it in Final Fantasy. A year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, my answer will almost guaranteed be different. But to me, I don't exactly exhibit that interest. So I'm sorry if that lets you guys down, but I need to be transparent with you guys. If I am going to be doing card game-based content here on this channel, I'll be just showing you guys what we've been working on. I'm going to stick with what I know, and that's just good old Dragon Ball Z. Along with that, though, there's more than just card game-based content that I could do. I mean, there's a lot of different media for Dragon Ball Z out there. There's collectibles, there's video games, there's anime content, you know, especially with Dragon Ball Super being as popular as it is, having just broken its 100th episode. So I could go and I could visit that. That's a very, very real possibility. And I might. But right now, I don't have the time to do it on a consistent basis. I mean, if you guys are okay with the video maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that, then maybe I can do that. But for now, it'd be too much of a juggling act. And I'm just going to be totally fair with you guys about it. I don't really see it happening. If you guys want it enough, I can try and make it happen. But it's been a long 2 years already of Team Badman. For all of you guys who've ever supported us, who've ever noticed us at events, and regionals, who've interacted with us in any capacity, I cannot thank you guys enough. Without this channel, I wouldn't have Agent Orange Shoes. I wouldn't have as much vested interest in the community in this card game in as much as I do. So honestly, I really cannot thank you guys enough. You guys have brought me, at least in part, to where I'm at now. And that to me is just, I really cannot thank you guys enough.
I can't thank this train though.
But that's what's been going on with us. That's why the channel hasn't been touched in a while. And eventually, something will be here. Something will be back if you guys want it enough. If not, then it was a great run. It certainly was. But, you know, let me know in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want. Let me know if you guys want us to come back. Let me know what interests you. Because it's only fair that if you guys want something, that I deliver it to you guys. I've always been about delivering to the community, the people who are asking for it, and I hope that you guys will give me your honest feedback about what you guys want, and I'll be more than happy to provide if you guys are really looking for it. But that's basically it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys haven't checked us out before, go check out all the old content here on the channel. There's still some pretty good stuff here. But it's alright. I'm Eric, Agent Orange Shoes. But today, with Team Badman, signing out. And like always, guys, as my fingers go out of focus here, stay bad. We'll see you guys, hopefully, in the very near future. Catch you later.